Watch how I flex on them now. For all of them people that lost hope, I'm dropping stress on them now. I'm a champion, you give me a champion. 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 Champion, champion.
Yo, you tuned in to another episode of Inside Out with Wapp and JC. We still on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, man, Super Bowl is in, man.
Yes, sir.
Super Bowl is in. We got Kansas City and San Francisco, man. Let's get into these games today, man.
How to it now?
Hey, man, this go to back when we talked Thursday with the LSU and South Carolina, man. We gotta do something with the refs playing the big part in these games, man.
You see what I'm saying? Nah.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Baltimore, we killed ourselves a lot.
Yeah.
But on top of the missed calls and the no calls, with us killing ourselves, that was a bad thing because with all that, it still was a one possession game.
Mm-hmm.
But the refs is playing too big of a role in these games now, man.
These critical games at that, man. You know, that's the crazy part.
Yeah, it's games. I mean, it's do or die. It's Super Bowl, but you give who they gave that call to last year? Kadarius Toney?
I believe so.
You gave who was that? I think it was Bradbury on them or somebody. I think it was Bradbury on them. They gave him that call last year, but then the same thing happened this year, and it's a no call. So it's just the callings got to be more consistent. It's not even the fact that they playing so much of a role. It's the calling just got to be more consistent. If you're gonna call it this time, you need to call it this time, and the time after that.
Most definitely. I mean, man, it's just, this is we said it in a different sport, but it's just sometimes it's just too obvious that the refs have their hands involved in the game. Not saying that they cheating or whatever, but when they make some of them calls, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, man, you got Travis Kelce taunting folks all game, harassing people the whole game, and he never got a flag. He never got a flag. Everybody else got a flag around them. Whoever in the altercation, everybody else got a flag. What's going on with Travis Kelce with no flags after all the taunting and fighting and tussling and wrestling he did? I knew what it was. Taylor Swift.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, come on, man. I think they forgot what the storyline was at the beginning of the year, man. Taylor Swift was all over every game. They got stats. Oh, this is how the Chiefs play when Taylor Swift's at the game. These is the stats when she's not at the game. It just, hey man, I'm starting to become part of the NFL's rig crew.
Is this because your team lost, or is this no? This your journalist side.
Nah, this go back all the way to. I mean, I said something about the Green Bay when that one of those last plays, one of those critical plays. Well, I think there was Jaden Reed or someone got held against the 49ers.
Uh-huh.
It was a critical no call. Like it just the no calls is becoming. I know in sports you're gonna have that. You're gonna miss calls. You're not gonna see everything, but that's why you have that many refs out there, so you could try to prevent as many missed calls as it is. But it's too many missed calls that's happening in these big games. You can't keep on saying, "Oh, well, that's a missed call." it should have been called like this. You can't. When are y'all gonna say it's too many calls that's being missed?
Facts. You know, and man,
And this goes all the way back to the Dez Bryant catch.
come on.
Like it's too many. It's too many memorable moments. We shouldn't be able to remember all these missed calls. We should, journalists, analysts, people should. Sometimes you should just be like, oh, I forgot about that. It's You can't forget about some of the missed calls because this is in the most critical part of the game. So we got Chiefs, 49ers. Who you going with, man? It was an ugly win for both teams, honestly.
With that one, man. Go ahead, finish. What you finna say?
So what you thinking about the 49ers and the Lions? You think you giving credit to the 49ers for the win, or you discrediting the Lions for giving it up?
I'm not discrediting the Lions because of what they did. They came out rolling, man. So I with that, I just feel like the Lions, they came out, you know, I'm putting it like this. They came out in 100-meter, and we could put in track. They came out looking for 100-meter, sprint or race when it was 400 or 800, marathon. So I feel like they gave
Yeah.
all too early, and when it came down to those late moments when you really needed it, it wasn't there. I seen some critical drops, some missed throws.
Yeah, that's
It
what I was finna bring up
was
with
out of
the
character.
Reynolds.
Yeah, so it's like, man, that's pretty much what I seen. So I can't discredit them. And the 49ers, I can't discredit them as well because they took advantage of that missed opportunity that the Lions gave them. So,
Yeah, they came and scored. What was the score at the half? Like 24
24 to
to
7.
7 or something like that. Yeah, they
Yeah.
came and scored almost 25 points or something like that.
Yep.
25 to 28 points in one half. And even if Detroit only scored, if they scored 10 points, they might have won. Even if they scored 10 points in the second half. They had 24, they ended with 31. I mean, you score one time in the whole half and you give up that many points, you got to be able to answer at least with some field goals.
Yeah, at least a field goal. You got to put some points on the board. You can't just leave no empty calories out there, man.
Yeah, them boys gave it this year, man. They had a good year. I like what Dan Campbell doing over there, but Reynolds dropped some two critical
Do you think
third downs.
it's because he wasn't involved early, being called on late in critical moment, not being prepared? I ain't gonna say not being prepared, but not being warmed up, like
But you
hands
gotta
ready.
cash that. You gotta
You
cash
do.
that
You're a
in,
professional at
man.
the end of the day. I'm just asking, hypothetical questions, So
You know why I don't. You know why I wouldn't do that?
why is that?
Because that's the same thing. That's the same thing happened with Kittle,
Yeah,
and he cashed in on his late opportunity when he needed a big play. He wasn't involved
but
until he
that's
didn't get his
Kittle.
first catch.
But Kittle is a solidified top dog at what he do.
It don't matter, man. It don't matter because Valdez Scanley, look what he did.
He's valid, but we got to go back to what he was doing with Aaron Rodgers. He's solidified. He just had a bad year with all these drops.
Yeah, but I'm saying he was cold. He wasn't doing nothing the whole game.
True.
And
Okay.
he made one of the biggest plays. Well,
Yep.
he made probably the biggest play of the
Yep.
game.
Yep. You got me there.
Yeah, so I mean, you just gotta them type of opportunities, man. I mean, one time, it's sports, so everything not gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
One of them drops, it's like, okay, we kind of understand, but you can't get two. Not in that situation. You can't drop two passes, man. Especially that second one he dropped on that 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 6. he was there. It was in his hand. I mean, you gotta prepare for those moments, man.
Let
It's
me ask
like,
you this. Let me ask you this. Personal bias aside, who you got in the Super Bowl?
man, honestly, I think it might be the 49ers to me because the only reason, because it can go two ways. Because it can be the Chiefs for one reason to me, and it can be the 49ers for one reason to me. To me, if the 49ers, I would have them because the Chiefs offense not that explosive to me.
Yeah.
Like, Pacheco had like a decent game today, and Kelsey had a great game. Those are two playmakers. And with one having an okay game and one of them having a great game, they only scored 17 points.
Mm-hmm.
So it go hand in hand because then with Brock Purdy you gonna get because the Chiefs have an elite defense.
Oh yeah, Chris Jones, something serious. Justin
So
Reed.
if he can if they can keep Brock Purdy into I'm talking about the 49ers, if they can keep him into system, playing football management, conservative, I think they get it because I don't think the Chiefs offense is explosive as really anybody that the 49ers have played with the Packers and the Lions because they got firepower, those two teams. And the only firepower that the Chiefs have is Pat Mahomes, Pacheco, and Kelsey.
Shoot, you gotta give my boy Rice his credit, man.
No. Rice good, but I feel like Rice is a guy that he can be a hit or miss too. And if you think about it, in these playoff games, you pretty much can count on Travis Kelsey and Pat Mahomes because you've seen them do it for years and years and years. So Rice, you might be a big, some guys play good all year, and it's the moment be too big for them.
Yeah, most definitely.
So so you know what you're gonna get out of those two. But I want to take the 49ers, but then again, it's like which Brock Purdy, because is we gonna get that first half Brock Purdy that from this game, or we gonna get the second half Brock Purdy? Because if you come out there with the first half Brock Purdy, Pat Mahomes can put up some points now off the strength of being him.
Oh yeah.
So that playing from behind, you don't want to play from behind on Kansas City because they can nick 2 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards at a time all the way up the field. And when you look up, 8 minutes and went off the clock. And that was Baltimore. One of their biggest problems was they gave up too many third downs to Patrick Mahomes, running the ball, getting out of supposed to be sacked and throwing the ball extended plays. So that you got to keep Pat Mahomes in check, man. Pat Mahomes can't have too much time to throw the ball.
So, another question I got for you, man, is if the Chiefs get this win, I believe like they the first team in a while to be back-to-back champions. How would you where where would you move Patrick Mahomes as far as the GOAT? Because he's at this early stage and the stuff he's doing, he should be in that conversation. And where do you put the team? Do we start a dynasty conversation?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm me honestly, from my opinion, if Patrick Mahomes pull this out, I think he go number one, bro.
Because I believe Brady's the last quarterback to go back to back,
I,
and
I
I can't get the years right. I
if
look
he
up.
win this one, I think he's going to go down in front of Brady. I like all honesty. If you look at the route that he had to take This is the worst team that he ever had.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to go through Miami Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
He had to go through the Buffalo Bills
Mm-hmm.
and Baltimore and San Francisco. Man, it's hard not to put him up there in a toss up with Tom Brady if he win the Super Bowl.
Can we talk about how he did the? He went to Buffalo and Baltimore at this,
He was on the road
at this time of the year.
and he handled his business. He handled his business. So that guy, yeah, man, I'm not gonna even lie. I think he'll go down the best. It might not be now because he's still young,
Yeah.
but I think this will stamp his resume for sure. His resume already there. You can't deny it.
Mm-hmm.
But this gonna be the hardest one he ever had. He played he didn't play no, oh, this is a wild card team. They automatically advancing. He didn't play
So
nobody like that.
not to cut you off. This would be if the Chiefs get this, this will be the first team to go back to back in 20 years. 20 years. Last
You
team that did
gotta
it was Tom Brady, 2004.
see, you gotta give it to him. You got to, man, cause look what he doing with the people that he have. Um, he made your guy look good, Tony. They
Man,
gave him up for a bag of lemon lime lays.
can we talk about what he? Did you see his Instagram live earlier? That's another topic. That's another topic for later. We'll say that for later, man. I gotta see you that.
Yeah, so he was almost out the league, and he won with that last year.
Yeah.
He won with Juju. Juju was almost out the league. So, hey, and
Quick,
this
quick,
team,
quick side question. Mo, 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 the most productive player for the Chiefs, Kadarius Toney or Juju Smith-Schuster?
most definitely Kadarius.
What?
Most definitely Kadarius. They don't win last year without the stuff that Kadarius Tony did.
Oh my.
They don't win last year. Did you forget
Juju
that
played it.
punt?
Juju, but still, come on, Juju played a critical role, man.
But I'm talking Super Bowl. Kadarius Tony, Kadarius Tony won that Super Bowl, man. Like all honesty, he did because without that punt, who knows what would have happened? And then he made a catch too, a couple of big catches after the punt. Like that punt, if because the punt was booted, it was back. He gave the Chiefs almost 50, 60 yards.
Yeah,
He tailor made it for him, man.
that's
Now,
understandable. I asked you your opinion. You know, that's understandable.
I mean, Juju played. He had a good role. He played awesome with them.
Yeah,
He was able to leave and get him some money afterwards. So,
but
but I
yeah, for sure. And I just feel like, man, Kadarius waste of talent, man. Too early. You know, like I said, that's another topic for another day. Once I see you that little stuff.
yeah, that's going into. I mean, look, the Giants organization. They they really not a good team. They don't do good with molding players. Like
Mm.
it's like AAU type of situations. Like I mean, like where the people it look like they just do whatever in New York.
Man, well, on a bright note, let's talk about the Los Angeles Lakers last night.
Oh man,
We got to brighten up your day somehow, man.
oh man,
Just
double
Ravens let you
overtime.
down. Yes,
I mean,
sir.
they ain't too much let me down, but I was disappointed.
Man,
I was
they
disappointed.
let me down, and I'm not a Ravens fan. Cause Lamar needed that Super Bowl, man. This
He
one was
needed
called
it,
a
man.
headline,
That would have stamped his legacy, man.
big time.
Man, that would have stamped his legacy. He would have did something that Mike didn't do, Cam didn't do. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. So we got the
I think he
Lakers.
might have been the first. Lamar might have been the first scramble quarterback to win it.
Mm,
Black and who won it as a that type of quarterback with him, Cam Newton, Mike Vick type of
I think Randall
players.
Cunningham.
Oh yeah, I forget all
I
about
think though. I don't know. If, I don't
if
want to
he
sound.
won it.
I don't want to sound like a casual. So
Let
damn,
me see what Randall.
I hate doing this.
Let me see if he won the Super Bowl. Randall Cunningham. I don't see nothing. No, he won MVP and comeback player of the year.
Well,
Nah, he don't got one.
I think it's a guy named Doug Williams that I don't know. He's a scrambler though, but I know he's black.
Yeah, I'm talking about just as they play style
Oh, okay.
with that play style, cause
Yeah. He would have been the first. He would have been kicked the door in then.
yeah, but man, let's get into these Lakers, man.
Yeah, Lakers is 145, 144 in Golden State, double overtime. We got LeBron James with a 36, 20, and 12 triple double. Anthony Davis with a 29, 13 double double. Steph Curry 46.7 assists. We got Draymond Green 8 points, 11 assists, 14 rebounds. What's your take on the game?
That game last night showed you how much we didn't appreciate Steph Curry and LeBron James battles.
Let me stop.
Cause
I don't mean to interrupt you.
I,
Can we blame Kevin Durant for interfering with that?
you got a point. You got a point with that. That might be why the light wasn't shined on it as much. But I feel like even before Kevin Durant, look at them, man. Look at the games that they had.
Yeah.
Like you had these people down 3-1, and they fought all the way back to even have LeBron James down at that point of his career, 3-1, and
Mm-hmm.
then for LeBron to be down 3-1 and come and win it, like that's hey when these two guys leave, man, we gon' they gonna be missed.
Big
Like
time.
it's a lot of guys that leave and they be missed, but you'll be like with these two, you can be like, man, it ain't nothing like when we seen Curry and LeBron do
It's
this,
gonna be just
Curry and
like
LeBron
it's just
do
gonna be
that.
like the Kobe. Last time that somebody left, and that we just like that series was Kobe. It'll be like that moment, and to think that we had LeBron, but Curry right there at the same time is just crazy, man. Because
Man, man, it's like that game last night. Every time you thought that game was over, Curry say hello.
Mhm.
Did y'all forget? And it's crazy, man, that how bad Golden State been playing, how bad the Los Angeles Lakers been playing. It seemed like when you watch that game, it's like, where have this been from both teams? What we know what both of these teams could do. Why we can't get this week in, week out?
they get the best out of each other. It's like it's intact.
D'Angelo Russell had 28 points.
Hey, I gotta make you laugh real quick, man. Did you see? I know you saw the Draymond clip I sent you.
Yeah, man.
This,
with
this
the Vanderbilt, yeah.
hey man,
Hey, the first thing I said when I seen that clip though, man, because I had seen somebody post it on Twitter. First thing I said was, Draymond ain't learned a bit. Draymond ain't learned nothing. He want to
Hey,
clown so bad, boy.
I had to give him a pass for that one. That was too funny, man.
Nah, it was yeah. It was funny, man.
I can't say what
Then
he
he told
said.
him,
I
"Shut
can't.
up."
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't say
then
what he
he
said. I can't say what he said, man. But that was too funny, dog. Oh man.
man, even then, Andrew Wiggins come back looking like NBA champion. Andrew Wiggins, I can't get you to hit a parlay if I gave it to you.
But you know, everybody play like that against the Lakers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't know if we seeing a growth and development right before our eyes of Jonathan Kuminga,
Mm.
but these last
What you
about
what you
10 games,
what
he's
you
been
think it
looking real
is,
good.
man? He been looking more hungry and taking advantage of his opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it was from the Draymond sitting out. He's starting to have to step up in that role, and I think it's kind of maturing him faster than because a lot of stuff with that team, man, was maturity because a lot of the young guys wasn't playing as much as they should because of I mean, but how could you? You got Steph Curry, you got Klay Thompson, you got Draymond Green,
Yeah.
but they have young guys that's really like Moses Moody, Kaminga, the new guy, I don't know how to say his name,
Potter
but you
Zelinski.
know, yeah,
Potter
yeah,
Zelinski, I believe. But well, let me
yeah.
ask you this
So
about they lineup. And I don't know if this like they official, lineup going forward. But last night
yeah,
they started Steph Curry at the point, Klay Thompson at the two, Andrew Wiggins at the three, and I believe Kuminga at the four and Draymond at the five. So do you believe that's because they played us with Anthony Davis at the five and they felt like it would be an even matchup because we got Torian Prince at the four? Like what you think?
yeah. I think that there was a Lakers lineup basically because we have a lineup that even when you small, you big,
Mm-hmm.
kinda.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was the best lineup that they could accumulate to match up, in which it was a hell of a fire matchup because I,
Okay,
I
so
I like the lineup. But the only reason why I don't think it'll be a lineup going forward because now off your bench you giving up a lot because you got everything starting.
mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to bring somebody gonna have to come off the bench with Chris Paul. He can't be running the second group with Corey Joseph and Saric and
But I don't believe Corey
Looney.
Joseph. I think Corey Joseph. Once Chris Paul come back, I believe Corey Joseph falls out the lineup because of I don't want to pronounce his name wrong. Porter Zeminski. So
Yeah,
then you got I don't know if they're gonna how they gonna play Moody. So I believe Corey Joseph falls out, and I believe Chris Paul while he's gone. I believe these other guys, if they do fall out the starting lineup, are proving themselves as starting solidified role players.
yeah. But man, they gotta give Moody some more burn though.
He need that same
Moody too
opportunity.
good to
He need
be
that same opportunity Kaminga got.
commit. Yeah, cause he too good to be sitting down, man. He can be utilized on a bunch of teams, man.
Facts.
Like he real good, and Kaminga had like problems with the IQ. I don't think Moody have those problems, man.
So do you think James Wiseman should have got the same opportunity in the same time as the other two?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think, man, it's hard to say now because look what's going on in Detroit. But when he was playing in Detroit, he was looking like, okay, this is why he needed the ball. He was the number one pick and all that. I don't even know what happened with him in Detroit. Now he just fell out the rotation.
Yeah. Once again, it's back to ground zero, man. And I don't. I can't sit here and say I understand the NBA, but it's a reason.
Yeah, but when you have guys like that, man, that went number one and he haven't like showed you anything to where, hey, I need my minutes took. Give a man an opportunity, man. This is the number one. This is a number one draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
He went to a team that was already good. They was bad at the time because of due to injuries, season-ending injuries. He went to that team. It didn't work out for whatever the reason. Let him get the opportunity somewhere else, man. Especially in Detroit. Detroit, y'all is what 8-30 something.
Yep.
Like, what do y'all have to lose? And y'all steady drafting bigs. You just got rid of Bagley, but you got Durant, you got Stewart, you got Wiseman. Like, come on, if y'all not gonna use them, give them to somebody that need them. Not give them, but trade them to somebody that need them. The Lakers, I'm sure they'll try to put together a package and have somebody off the bench. Dallas, I'm sure they need another big off
How
the
do
bench.
how do franchise get to that level, man? Because we see the top of the standard, like the Nuggets as an organization. Then at the bottom we see the Pistons. You know, like how like why is it not an even balance
It's so
between?
separate. Yeah, it's a big separational gap between it.
And then that's what make the fans believe that the stuff is rigged because it's like stuff like this goes on because the talent. Not saying those guys not talented, but it's like it's a difference, man.
And but you gotta but look at the teams too also that got players sitting on their bench that can probably go somewhere and start or be a top role player. Like you got people from like Quentin Grimes that could go somewhere and be a decent role player, or he can maybe even start. Because I'm pretty sure if he was in Detroit, he'll be starting.
Oh yeah,
If he was in San Antonio or something like that, he'll be starting.
yeah.
So it's just like, what are y'all doing? Just compounding talent to sit him on the bench? Brooklyn been having Cam Thomas. They been seeing that Cam Thomas is a bucket. He's just now getting his minutes, but y'all been knew that. He's been getting. So what are y'all doing? Y'all just sitting the talent down. Y'all not letting them develop. Y'all not giving them no burn. That's ruining these people careers, man.
Most definitely.
And I feel like that's what's finna happen with James Wiseman, man. I think his talent is finna be wasted because he's not getting the opportunity. He's not being developed. He's just sitting at the end of the bench. And I'm a number one draft pick. Now this looking like it looking like a Comey Brown situation.
Oh man, no call on that.
Not no not with his to me, man. I think he can. I think James Wiseman can be a 15-8 guy.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. It just he's not getting the opportunity that's being needed.
So
Yeah.
we got the NBA Commissioner Adam Silver with our last little take. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver finalized an extension. What you think about that?
I mean, I don't like how he hemmed up TT, but
Oh my God! Can
other
we let
other
this?
than other than
Can we let this go? Can we let the TT go?
other
TT,
than that,
hey man, TT doing his time right now. Put something on his commissary, man. God,
hey man, other than hemming up TT like that, man, I think he's doing a good job. It's some stuff that I might not agree with. I like that he go back to the East and West. I love that. But I'm hearing that with this new extension, that he supposed to be working on expansion,
hey,
and I think that's needed.
it's another thing that I agree with him with, but we'll talk about that another time.
What
That's
hemming up people like TT?
nah, something else. But that's another topic for another day. We'll talk about that out here.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
The marijuana. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. But I like what I like what he doing for the most part of it, man.
That's what we doing. Hey, No. That's what we doing?
What's going on? What's going on, man?
Okay.
No, I'm just
No, the Ravens
I'm
lose.
just saying, man.
The Ravens lose, and we just go all out.
Hey, what that boy Shannon say? Why did
No.
why Faison catching the straight?
No, man. Hey, boy.
Yeah, man. But Adam, I think Adam doing a good thing. He going the right direction. I'm really looking forward to expansion. You know, we've been talking about expanding for a long time because there's too many guys that's not getting the opportunity to play in the NBA that really have talent to play in the NBA. So with the expansion, that's something I'll be looking forward to.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
understandable.
But with the expansion, how do they start the expansion? Like, do you give them early round draft picks? Is he gonna snatch somebody out from teams, or do they have to get G League players first?
Yeah, I think you get G League tryouts, man. Well, not G League tryouts, but I think you get tryouts. I think you grab a couple players from other teams, like how you did back in the day. I think you get some picks, free agency, and man,
overseas probably.
Yeah, just give people
big time overseas.
Give people opportunities. You know, just build it up.
Yeah, but how they do with the pick situation? Like, do they just start off with some decent picks?
They will have to. Because they start off at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, you just tuned in to another episode of Inside Out with Wapp and JC. Like, comment, subscribe. We gone.
Holla at me.
I'm a champion, you give me a champion. I'm a champion, you give me a champion. Champion.